I'm being joined by a senior member of the APC, a chieftain of the APC, and a sitting senator, Senator Binta Garba. Thank you so much, distinguished senator, for coming tonight.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
Do you subscribe to the view, or you hold the same view with your colleague, Senator Ojus Okalu, about who should be the running mate to Bola Tinubu?
Well, he is entitled to his own opinion, and what he said in the last interview he had, he said, this is Oji Uzokalu's opinion, and every Nigerian is entitled to his own opinion as long as it is within he or she confines herself within the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yeah, we've come a long way. APC has brought in the flag bearer. What next is who now assists the flag bearer. And definitely the southern part of Nigeria has gotten the ticket and the flag, the flag, then definitely the northern Nigeria needs to come out with who becomes the vice to again accept what the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has said. Now the issue now is, Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu is a Christian from the southwestern part of Nigeria.
A Muslim.
A Muslim, sorry, from the southwest. So we have 6 geopolitical zones. Now, the northern part in each of the 3 geopolitical zones that makes up the north. The northwest, the northeast, and the north central, the party needs to bring out who now becomes the vice president. And this issue of a man-man ticket or a male-dominated environment when it comes to politics, forgetting that who are those that goes out to now vote the flag bearer. Mostly, if you looked at statistics, it is the women and the youth. But now, is the party looking on the other side of who now becomes the flag bearer? Because the issue now is based on sentiment on religion and ethnic group, which you cannot run away from it constitutionally. Even when the Constitution says that for you to have your ministers, it must have a federal coronation, a federal character. Now again, if you now want to now build up on that, then you must find someone within the northern Nigeria who now will now fit to assist the president in bringing out the vote.
All right. So you are an experienced lawmaker. You cut your teeth in the Green Chamber. You rose into becoming a senator. That's no mean feat at all. A lot of men have tried that, but they failed. You've defeated men in this race. So when you are talking, a lot of Nigerians need to listen to you because you are an experienced politician. And I'd like to get your view on what Senator Ojus. Can I make reference again to what he said? He said, your party cannot win, or will find difficult to win if it does not go Muslim ticket. Do you agree?
I disagree with him completely. And let me just digress a little. I was elected in Kaduna State. My father came to Kaduna in 1939. He had us all in Kaduna. I'm from Adamawa State. From 1999 to 2007, I represented Kaduna South Federal Constituency in Kaduna State. And anyone that knows Kaduna South, it has 13 wards. 8 wards are predominantly Muslim community. 1 ward predominantly Christian community. The other 4 wards are just a mixed grill. But the people that gave my vote as a Christian in a Muslim-dominated environment were Muslims. And I contested with other Muslim brothers at that time.
So you're a Christian?
So I'm a Christian.
And you got the Muslim backing?
I got the Muslim backing. Even in the 8th Assembly when I was in the Senate in my senatorial district, the people in my constituents that gave me the vote are the Muslims. So it's not that, is it because she is a Christian? No. Has she represented us well? The answer is yes. So if you have been in Kaduna State by virtue of birth, and you now were elected twice in a Muslim-dominated environment, you now went back to Adamawa State, again, you contested House of Rep in a Christian-dominated environment, you won, then again, you became the chairman of a party, which you gave the party the life in 2015, I mean, 14 via 15.
So that's yourself?
That's myself. Yes, the chairman of APC.
You chair the APC in Adamawa?
Yes, and we did well. The thing about you going into election, you ought to be scientific a little. You have to now know the SWOT, where is your strength, your weakness, your opportunity, and your trend. But now we are talking about national politics. The women cannot be neglected. The youth cannot be neglected. Because at the end of the day, in either way it swings, definitely the women are the ones to make a resolute. So
can Senator Binta Garba be the running mate to Bola Tinubu?
If that's what God has destined, so be it. Why not?
Is she ready?
Of course. Tanzania is an African country. The president now, by virtue of, she was the vice president before nature has its own call on the president. And today, she's a Muslim and she's the president of Tanzania. We can't run away from it. History has it.
But you're from Adamawa State, where the presidential candidate of the PDP comes from.
Of course.
And so he's a familiar person to you.
Yeah, he
You know how tough that the race will be.
Of course.
And the concentration of your party is, let's get a strong Muslim from the north. And
but
some of the chieftains of the party.
Sometimes destiny. You can't run away from destiny.
The question is whether or not you can get the kind of vote that your party needs from the north.
The party is still in government. Number one. Number two, the dimension of breaking the ceiling world. I mean, the
glass ceiling.
The glass ceiling. You have to look at it. If you looked at America, even before Biden came on board, nobody ever believed that the Democratic Party in America will make a history. But when they brought in the vice president, the table turned. So what we are saying is that, hey, we are all by the Constitution. Everyone is one before the Constitution.
If you become the APC running mate to Bola Tinubu, and if Bola Tinubu becomes the next president, you will become the very first female vice president in the history of this country. Have you dreamt about it? Have you seen it happen? Do you think it will happen?
A couple of years ago, someone asked me, after you've been the House of Rep, what next? You're looking at the first vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Maybe it's time, maybe it's not time, but definitely one day it will surely come to pass.
And it can definitely be you.
Of course it is.
What do you bring to the table?
We have a lot of things that needed to be put in straightened in Nigeria. Before we came on board, we have this issue of insecurity. And we thought when the president, Muhammadu Buhari, will come on board, because the issue of insecurity was one, unemployment is another thing, our infrastructural level, infrastructure activities are gone down. If you looked at the standard of education, there's nothing to write home about. You look at the health sector and everything, so everything is modeled down to almost a total collapse. So obviously, anybody who wants to be there, it's not a chingom party, it's something that you need to see. Because a lot of things, I gave an analogy, I said you see a beautiful house, the interior is perfect. I mean the exterior, perfect. And when you're coming towards the house, you start feeling some stench. Opening the door is something terrible. I think that is how we looked at Nigeria. The sector, educational sector, health sector, the infrastructure, everything is almost at a total collapse. So whoever that is the flag bearer, or the two flag bearer or three that are there are not coming there on the table and think it's a Tea Party thing. It's something that Nigeria needs to have, a new Nigeria with a new focus that will bring about, life to Nigerians, because every Nigerian is thinking that, do we have a hope? Of course, definitely we have a hope. But where is that hope that lies in is when we have someone that knows that he is a Nigerian and he has to make a plan for the future generation of our country.
So let me ask you, this might be direct. You're from Adamawa State. Can your party trust you to win the vote of, first and foremost, Adamawa State? Can you win Adamawa off the hands of Atiku Abubakar, knowing full well that it is a PDP-controlled state?
Yes, a woman is now the flag bearer of APC in Adamawa State, and she beat other men. Why did the people of Adamawa State believe in Senator Aisha Binani? Why did they believe in her? Why did she go there and get over 400 votes against other male? She was the only female there. Because first, she was in the House of Representatives. She did a lot of things. She now became a senator extraordinary. I have been in the parliament for 16 years. So obviously, I should know what I'm saying or what I ought to do. What Nigerians need is just put the infrastructure in line and let them have food on their table.
So the question is, can you I mean, you have experience. Can you beat Atiku Abubakar in Adamawa State?
When it comes to women, the women of Adamawa State can stand with me. And not only the women of Adamawa State.
The
not
question
only
is, the party wants to win the election.
Of course.
And so they need someone to trust to bring the votes home. In the first place, Northeast will not give as much of the vote as the Northwest or the Southwest.
I told you I contested in the Northwest, and I won.
As a senator?
As a House of Rep member.
As a Reps member?
Yes.
So that's a different kettle of fish compared to a national election.
It doesn't matter. The women are out there looking for hope. And they believe if a woman is there, she can give the hope.
What is the percentage of the women vote in the general election that you're looking at too?
Well, by the statistic we have as Nigeria, in terms of the population, the women of Nigeria are about 49.5% of the total vote.
So you're hoping to grab all of those?
You can't grab everything, my dear. You can have it all through. But if you work like as a politician, and which has worked on me, I told you about the SWOT analysis. And if you know where you're strengthened, you capitalize on it. If you know where the threat is, you try to see how you can protect so that that threat cannot consume your strength. If there's an opening of opportunity, you see how you can work on that. But again, who are the people that vote? Are the women. You've been in the field and you can attest to that.
Yeah, women vote, but women usually, I mean, the male votes is usually about 4% higher than those of women.
Because of the youth. And no youth, when you see a mother trying to go into a position, will want to back out. No. Because he knows that once if the mother is there, definitely, he knows that his future is secured. So what we are saying is that let's start looking the angle of women. We've seen women, come on. Queen Amina did perfectly well. Ozozo. Women that have been in position before now, not that every other woman is
a lot
good.
of women in history have made sacrifices. And have, I mean, shown. Moremi Ajansoro of Ile-Ife. Queen Amina Ozozo. A very eminently qualified woman. And you are also standing under the platform of history, and history will be kind to you that you have done your bit in the National Assembly. But the question is, this is a male-dominated environment. That's a fact.
But we can take a leaf somewhere, even if it is dominated by men. The thing is that, do we really want to project our country from where she is upward? Because we talked about gender affirmative action. And we're not trying to say we are fighting the men, no. Take a good example when you are in the Senate or in the House of Representatives. An issue of gender, like I was the one that, when we came in with the violence against women bill, one of my colleagues looked at me and said, Binta, it is not only women that are violated. So change that word women and put it women person. That's what brought about the VAP bill. It was during my time. And we work with the men. We got picture of where men were violated, children were violated irrespective of gender. And we now saw that, hey, the question we should ask ourselves, are we Nigerians? If we believe that we are Nigerians, how do we Nigerianize ourselves? And again, what do we have in the kitty that tomorrow's generation will now applaud us?
How much of the understanding of the vice president's role do you have? How much of that understanding? Because a vice president is more or less an extra tire in that sense that a lot of people think. So why do you want to be a vice president?
Why? I'm a Nigerian. I'm a politician. And I believe in the beauty and I believe in the destiny of my country, that I should be a contributor to see Nigeria coming up in another direction direction that will make Nigerians to be proud of. Most people are leaving this country because they believe that nothing good is in Nigeria, but I believe that there's something good about Nigeria. If you and I can team together and work together irrespective of where our status in the society, our cultural divide, our religious divide, but if we looked at ourselves first and foremost as Nigerians, if you go to an American and said, he will tell you, I'm an American. Rwanda is here. We've seen what happened in Rwanda. But now when you meet the Rwanda, he is not a Hutu or a Tutsi. He believes he's a Rwanda because they believe in the president that came in with a vision to bring about a new Rwanda. So now we're talking about the new Nigeria with a new focus where you bring women together on the table to discuss the future of our country and to carry everybody along.
Is Bola Tinubu the kind of man you can work with?
He has worked with women. I've known him for a while.
Do you know him closely?
Not too closely, but his wife, when we're in the Senate, we're very close.
Do you think he can consider you? Because it's his choice to make.
It is his choice, but again, it's the choice of the party.
But his choice comes first. He's given a chance of first refusal.
Because he is the flag bearer.
Have you spoken to him?
I have not spoken to him. I have not spoken to him.
But does he know you want to be
Of course, he knows me. He knows me.
Does he know you have the ambition of wanting to be a running mate?
I wouldn't know whether he knows I have the ambition or not.
He's probably watching you right now.
Of course.
So if you're probably having the opportunity to speak to him, what would you say to him?
This is the person you are looking for that can be your vice president.
And what can you do for him? Because you are basically...
What can you do for the country?
Yeah, no, because, I mean, he's the one that gets the ticket of the party.
He is the one that gets the ticket.
Should he be president? He's the one that has a mandate to be president of Nigeria.
Of course.
So you are working with him. The mandate
to be the president of Nigeria with the vote of Nigerians, inclusive of women and youth.
But you will
so now he is the flag bearer of my party. My party comes first. And I will see that my party wins the general election. And that will give me the pride. That we've been in this business for 8 years. That does not mean that we need to be thrown out. No. PDP spent 16 years. So obviously, I strongly believe that my party should spend another 8 years in office. But all what we're saying is that the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is not gender biased. So when it now comes to the involvement of politics, that it talks about the well-being of Nigeria, the life and security of Nigeria. Every Nigeria is the stakeholder in it. And if my party believes of how do we win election, and 49.5% of the total votes, population of Nigerians who are women will be relegated and something is wrong somewhere. So all what we're trying to say now, open a new leaf, open a new chapter, look inward, see how we can run the race. It's not an individual race, it's a collective interest race to bring about a better Nigeria, a beautiful Nigeria, a future that our children will look at us, whether we are alive or dead, and say, God bless such a person or such a people that have made the Nigeria of our dream. I think that's the most important thing. Whether you are a he or a she does not matter. The Constitution said everyone is equal before the law. Now, what is the difference that what you can do as a man, a woman can't do? We've seen it, we've heard it, why wouldn't it happen in our own country? All what we're saying is that Adamawa State, God bless her, first and foremost, a woman is going to be our governor by the special grace of the Almighty. If God again permits and destiny play its role, Binta becomes the vice president. So be it. But again, it is not the name that matters. What is it on ground? How do you hit the ground rolling? And that's the most important thing that we'll do. But I think Nigeria, for once, should now remember or should now realize that Nigerian women are no more sleeping. They are alert and they are ready to see who will take their interest, their best interest at heart. A woman wants to see her child go to school, A woman wants to see if her child is sick, she can go to the hospital without paying so much money. If she wants to go to her to work, the roads are well and whatever, and you have a happy home.
I guess the giant is awake right now.
I think so.
I wish you the very best. Editor Binta Garaba, thank you so much for your time tonight. I wish you the very best.
You're welcome, and God bless you.
I know a lot of women out there are rooting for you right now.
By His grace.
It's an audacious move, and I wish you the very best.
Thank you.
So much for coming.
We continue. We will continue the struggle.